Good morning, students. This is our session 3 of chapter 6 Lines and Angles. In the last session, we have seen the questions based on the different types of angles, right? Today, we are going to see some more information about the angles. So, let us start. Angles made by transversal of two parallel lines. So first of all, what do we mean by transversal that we have to see? Transversal, a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal line. Again, a line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points, distinct mean different points, is called a transversal line. Let us see here. Here two lines M and N are given, and the line L intersect both of these lines at two different points P and Q. So line L is called transversal line. Right? Okay. Now angles made by the transversal of two parallel lines. So let us check. Two parallel lines M and N are taken here, and line L is the transversal of both of the lines. I have so 8 angles are made here. You can check. I have named that angles: angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. Right? So these 8 angles are formed here. So we have to see which kind of these angles are this, and the names of the angles formed, and how many pairs of these type of angles are formed. Check that. M and N are parallel lines. L is the transversal. So first, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. See, what are the corresponding angles? The angles made by the transversal on upper half, that is angle 1 and angle 5, that is upper side of the line, both angle 1 as well as angle 5, angle 2 as well as angle 6, angle 4 and angle 8, lower half side, angle 3 and angle 7. So four pairs are formed here. Again, angle 1, angle 5, angle 2, angle 6. These are on the upper side of the line, and angle 4 and angle 8, angle 3 and angle 7. These are on the lower half of the line, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs we have obtained. Remarks: corresponding angles are congruent, that is equal, right? Means the pair of corresponding equal angles are equal. Okay. Alternate interior angles. Now in alternate interior angles, two pairs are formed. See here, one pattern is given. Either straight Z or reverse Z is obtained. See, you can check. This Z is obtained here. So the points which comes in the corner of Z, that is angle 4 and angle 6, are alternate interior angle. In the same way, and this reverse Z, so angle 3 and angle 5 are also alternate interior angle. So angle 4 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle 5. Remark says alternate interior angles are congruent, that is they are also equal. Okay. See, Third, alternate exterior angles. Two pairs are formed. See, you have seen this Z. So alternate exterior means on this upper side and one on this lower side. That is angle 1 and angle 7 for the Z, straight Z, and for this reverse Z, angle 2 and angle 8. These are called alternate exterior angles. Angle 1 and angle 7, angle 2 and angle 8. You have to check here, alternate exterior angles are also congruent, that they are equal. Next, interior angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. You can check here. C is obtained. See, interior angles on the same side. Same side means either on this side, interior, or this side, this interior. Right? So angle 4 and angle 5 and angle 3 and angle 6. These two pairs are formed. Interior angles on the same side of transversal. This is our transversal. So on the same side means either on this side or either on this side. But they will be interior. So 4 and 5, 3 and 6. Right? See. Angle 4 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 6. Right? You must notice one thing here. Interior angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180. Means you can say angle 4 plus angle 5 is 180 and angle 3 plus angle 6 is 180. Right? Okay. So the identification is C, either straight C or reverse C. Right? Okay. Vertically opposite angles, 4 pairs are formed. You can check vertically opposite 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 5 and 7, 6 and 8. Right? So these are called vertically opposite angles, pairs of vertically opposite. You can check here. Angle 1, angle 3, angle 2, angle 4, angle 5, angle 7, angle 6, angle 8. Vertically opposite angles are also congruent. Right? Okay. Congruent means their measurement are equal. Okay. Now let us check some examples based on these angles. Okay. Two lines PQ and RS are given to us which are parallel. PQ and RS are two lines which are given parallel. Angle MXQ is 135 degree and angle MYR, that is given 40 degree. We have to find out angle XMY. Right? Okay. This line AB is not given in the question. Okay? This line I have drawn here to solve this question. Right? Only line PQ and RS are given in the question. Okay, let us see. First of all, what we will do, we have to draw a line AB from the point M, which is parallel to both PQ as well as RS. Right? How it is so? Because if line AB is parallel to PQ, then it must be parallel to RS also. So construct a line AB which, so I have written here, construct a line AB which is parallel to both PQ and RS. Now PQ is parallel to AB and XM is considered as a transversal here. So we can say angle XQXM and angle XMB are interior angles, right? mxq plus xmb is equal to 180 degree because interior angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180. So mxq is 135, it is given to us, plus xmb is equal to 180. Send this 135 on that side. So it is xmb is equal to 180 minus 135, that is 45 degree, right? Same way, AB is parallel to RS and MY is transversal. So we can say angle BMY is equal to angle MYR because they form alternate interior angles. See, BMY is equal to MYR and BMYR is given to us 40 degrees. So angle BMY is also 40 degree, right? Now we have to find out x, m, y. So what we will do, you have to add this and this. That is, I have written here angle xmy is equal to angle xmb plus angle bmy. Now put the values of both of them. xmb is 45 degree and bmy is 40 degree. So 45 plus 40, that is 85 degree is the answer, right? Okay, next move on. Example number 5. It is a question of proof that type. If a transversal intersect two lines such that the bisectors of a pair of corresponding angles are parallel, then prove that the two lines are parallel, right? Okay, see, check what is given here and what we have to prove. So let PQ and RS are two lines. AD is a parallel, AD is a transversal. Here two corresponding angles ABQ and BCS are given, whose angle bisectors, that is BE and CG, they are given parallel to us. So we have to prove that angle ABQ and angle BCS are congruent, and hence we can say PQ and RS are parallel, which is our need, right? So see, because it is a prove that type question, so it must be completed in this form. First given diagram given to prove proof. So given BE and CG are bisectors of angle ABQ and BCS respectively, such that BE is parallel to CG, right? Okay, to prove PQ is parallel to RS. Proof. BE and CG are bisectors of angle ABQ and BCS. It is given to us. One more thing, respectively, what do you have to add here? What do we mean by respectively word? That is, BE is the angle bisector of ABQ and CG is an angle bisector of angle BCS. So we can say, see, this is angle bisector of ABQ. So this line divides the whole angle into two equal parts. So you can say that this angle is exactly half of the whole angle, or this angle is exactly half of the whole angle. So I can write angle ABE is equal to half of ABQ. Check that. ABE is equal to half of ABQ. Similarly, BCG is half of angle BCS, because CG is also angle bisector of angle BCS, so it also divides the whole angle into two equal parts. So we can say either this angle is half of whole or this angle is half of whole. So I have taken BCG is half of BCS, right? Okay, but it is given that BE and CG are parallel, and you can check AD is transversal. AD is transversal. So can you say these ABE and BCG are equal because they forms pair of corresponding angles on the upper side of parallel lines, right? So angle ABE is equal to BCG, but AB is given half of ABQ and BCG is given half of BCS, so they are also equal. Cancel this half half, so we will have angle ABQ is equal to angle BCS, right? So we can say which are corresponding angles formed by transversal AD with PQ and RS lines, and they are equal also. We can check here. So PQ is parallel to RS, hence it is proved, right? So in this way we can complete it. Okay, let us take some questions from exercise 6.2. Question number 2. Here AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, and this is the transversal line. Here three angles are given, X, Y, Z, and it is also given that Y and Z are in the ratio 3:7. So we have to find out X here, right? Okay. See, AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. So can you say AB is parallel to EF also? Because if two lines are parallel alternately, so we can say KB and EF are also parallel. So we can say X and Z are equal. Why it is so? Z is formed, you can check, and if Z is formed, then this pair becomes alternate interior. So X and Z are equal. But it is also given Y, the ratio of Y and Z is 3:7. So let us consider Y is equal to 3k and Z is equal to 7k. And if Z is equal to 7k, then X is also 7k. Why it is so? Because earlier we have proved that X and Z are equal. So if Z is 7k, then X is also 7k. Right? Okay. Now AB and CD are also parallel and this the same transversal. So which type of angle X and Y are? They are interior angles on the same side of transversal. So the sum of both of them is 180. So AB is parallel to CD. So X plus Y is 180. Put the values of X and Y here. X is 7k and Y is 3k is equal to 180. 10k 180. So K is 180 by 10. 0 0 cancel. So K is 18 degree. Right? And if K is 18, then can we find out X now? X is 7k. So 7k, that is 7 into 18, which is 126 degree. Right? Okay. Question number 3. AB and CD are parallel. EF is perpendicular to CD. EF is perpendicular to CD. We have to find out AGE, GEF and FGE. Right? Okay. See one thing. Angle GED is given to us. This angle 126 degree whole. So can we say GED is the sum of GEF plus FED? Right? So I have written here GED is equal to GEF plus FED. The value of GED is given here 126 is equal to GEF that we have to find out this one, and angle FED, which is because it is perpendicular, so this is 90 degree. Send this 90 degree on that side, subtract it, that is 36 degree, which is our GEF. Right? Okay. Now see, AB is parallel to CD, so we can also say AG is also parallel to ED. Right? Because AG is a part of AB and ED is a part of CD. Right? So, and GE is transversal here. GE is transversal. So we can say this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles. Right? Okay. So AGE and GED are equal, alternate interior angles. And GED is given to us 126. So AGE is also 126. Right? Okay. Move on. AGE plus FGE. AGE plus FGE. Right? They forms pair of linear angles. Linear pair of angles they formed. So the sum of both of them is 180. See, I have written here. The sum of both of them is 180 due to linear pair. AG is given to us 126 degree plus FGE is equal to 180. Send this 126 on that side. So it is 180 minus 126, which is 54 degree. Right? Okay. So we have find out all three angles here. Next question. Check here. AB is parallel to CD. Right? Angle X, Y unknown angles are given. Angle APQ is 50 degree and angle PRD is 127 degree. We have to find out X and Y here. Right? So see, first of all, angle APR and angle PRD, you can check this one, Z. Right? So this angle and this angle are alternate interior angles here. So I have written angle APR is equal to PRD, alternate interior angles. Which transversal line you can see in here? PR is the transversal in this case, right? Okay, so we can say APR. Angle APR is sum of two angles, this and this. So I can also write angle APR as APQ plus PQR. QPR, right? Angle APQ plus angle QPR. Angle APQ is 50 and QPR is your Y. Put that here is equal to 127. We have to find out Y. Send this 50 on that side. So 127 minus 50, that is 77 degree. Okay. Now angle APQ and angle PQR, that are also equal, because again Z is formed, you can check, and this time transversal is PQ. So angle APQ and angle PQR are equal. Again the reason, AIA, alternate interior angles, and APQ is 50 and PQR is X. So X is 50 degree, right? So in this way you have to utilize the information regarding the angles and solve the questions, right? Three questions are left in this exercise 6.2. You have to do it, right? You will do. If you don't get the answer or some doubt is there, then please ask. Okay, thank you.